Yeah.
It's a good one. Nick, you played that, have you?
Yeah, oh yeah.
On Fireball.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the word of the day.
For the kids.
What township does Ed cover for his legislative district?
Yeah. Those had.
Oh, okay.
Moan,
Dwayne.
Dwayne.
Ooh, that's big.
Not St. Regis Falls.
Who's that?
St. Regis
Covered
Falls
that?
That's what Missy is
is
looking for.
Justice's current district.
Oh, Missy
Okay,
Brennan?
we're live.
Yeah, shred from Justice spot he's getting now. All right. I'd like to call the meeting for the EDC.
Calling EDC to order.
Rachel, can you take a roll call?
Jim Ellis.
Here.
Melissa Mills.
Here.
Nate Manette.
Here.
Clyde Rabidou.
Yeah.
Nick Russell.
Here.
Absent Sherry Bouye. Absent Scott Gordon. Also present Jeremy Evans, Paul Ellis, and Rachel Carr.
Great. Like to get a motion for the appointment of a chairperson? We have to do that again?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we do. I move that we appoint Sherry Boye as chair. And Nick Monette as vice chair of this organization.
I'll second that.
Okay. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed?
Nate Monette, sorry.
Nay.
Got my Nicks and Nate.
That's all right.
You're good, fine. I've been called worse.
Favorite.
All right, can I get a motion to accept the agenda?
So moved.
Second. Okay. Any public comment? None. Motion to approve previous minutes.
So move.
All right, second.
I'll second.
Committee reports, governance, nothing to report. Audit and finance. Nothing. Loan committee.
As everybody should have received, I sent out an email with some status update on some of the other loans. One of the items that I forgot to include was, you might recall some time ago, brought it to your attention that OWB was trying to fund a market for the tax credits. They had somebody originally, but due to different delays and different items, they lost those tax credits and they were working. So they are going to need another extension on their loan. It's a bridge loan. The amount's $350. It matures, the current extension matures on October 1st. I've sent them a list of information that we will require from them. And so I'll have more information for the September 10th meeting and for the loan committee prior to the meeting.
How long is the extension?
I told them that they should go 12 months. Just so, we're not doing it 6 months at a time.
Okay.
They were thinking it could be as early as April, but, I said, well, why don't we just do 12 months? That way, you're not cutting it short. There's no prepayment penalty or anything like that if they pay it off sooner.
Is there a provision when you do that to term something out so we don't keep doing this? So say we go out 12 months and they still don't have their money or whatever, is there a mechanism to then go into a note or something so we don't have to keep doing this?
Yeah, we certainly could do that, or we could simply call it in and make it their problem. That will notify them 6 months whether we intend to renew or not, if they approach us or something like that.
Remind me why they're doing this or why they need the bridge loan again, or the extension?
So, well, Jeremy can give you more of a history on how it initially got started.
They're awaiting funding, is that?
They're waiting to
Sale of tax
buy the tax credits which is the bulk of the financing for the project, which they were close and then they lost it. They've been working on getting new partners for it.
who's the entity, who's giving them the tax credits? And do we have anything from whoever's issuing the tax credits that says this is where they stand?
You had suggested that when we talked about this a couple months ago.
Yeah,
And we've talked to them about that. We're gonna have that as part of our due diligence because they've,
I've been down this road before, you can tell. Too many times.
so a
One of-
lot of it's,
one of the
a lot of,
things-
there's two.
I was going to say, one of the problems was because of the inflation and everything, costs went up, so they had to go back to the state to get more funding. And during that course of time, the bank that they did have lined up for the tax credits lost interest. And so now they got the additional funding from New York State. Now they have to go find additional banks to. And when Jeremy and I spoke to them about a month ago, they had at least 2, if not 3 interested parties. So, but that will be, as Jeremy said, part of the due diligence that we get from them.
So I guess as I'm thinking this through, you might be better off keeping them on a 3 to 6 month leash instead of a 12-month leash to keep them honest and upfront and working on getting these tax credits, because otherwise we're kind of just letting them do whatever they want on their
Okay.
side. Do it on their terms, keep a short leash on it. This is what I would do, and just make them work for it and get it done. Just say, we're not interested in doing this forever,
Okay.
because you very well could end up doing that.
Agreed.
Okay.
All right. So I'll drop it down to 6.
Okay,
Okay.
drop it down to 3 and then have an option to renew one time that they don't know about. Like,
Well,
seriously, we're gonna keep having this discussion, and I'm not gonna forget.
Well, I know there's no way they're going to be able to close by the end of the year. There's a possibility that they'll be able to close in first quarter next year.
Yeah,
So I just as, I just as soon do 6.
okay, and get whatever information you can of the status of whatever their tax credits are, the source, to know that it's actually even happening.
Yeah, we talked to them about it, but we also have I have a relationship with the person in charge, and I was gonna double
I would
call
definitely-
and ask them to provide an email or something just to verify.
Some
what the company is
confirmation that
telling
this
us. Yep.
application is in process
Yep.
and whatever.
That's what our plan is. Yep.
Okay,
All right, can I get a motion to approve the committee reports?
So approved.
Second,
I'll second.
right, on to the treasurer's report.
Again, nothing.
Have a vote.
Very, very standard.
We have to have a vote on what we just did.
No, it was just a report. A committee report.
We don't need to vote.
On treasurer's report.
Motion to accept the treasurer's report,
So move.
second. CEO report.
CEO report for the EDC. Two items. First, the Economic Development Administration required us to submit an initial draft of our updated economic development strategy last week, which we did. This was an unanticipated accelerated deadline. But our consultants and team were up to the task. So we're now incorporating some basic comments that they provided and doing one more level of review internally. And then we will be releasing the public draft to you and everybody else. Just the public in general. We're coming up with a process to make sure people are aware of it and have the ability to comment on it. We plan to have this to be on the agenda for September, where we talk about it more in detail about some of the major recommendations and strategies. But we'll get that out to you. I don't know, probably in about a week or 2. The other thing is that over the last couple of weeks, we successfully submitted the Frontier Harvest Microenterprise Funding application on behalf of the county for the state. That was last week. We got the energized downtown funding request to the Malone DRI committee in the last week. And then we provided comments to Foothills Art Society on their New York Main Street program application that they submitted last week. And also been giving some feedback to Play ADK and Saranac Lake. They've got a big application request into the state through the Plug and Play Capital Grant Program. And so they, as part of our contract with them, asked us to give them some feedback on their application. So amongst all the other projects going on, we were able to do some things related or accomplish some of the goals we had for some of these applications, and appreciate all the staff who helped on these, but Rachel Child has been the point person on pushing the button and collecting it all together, and she's been doing a great job.
Good.
That's my update.
Perfect. Motion to accept the CEO report.
So moved.
So moved.
All right. Old business,
None.
none, new business. I think we have resolution 2025-13. We have to take a vote on that,
Yes.
right? So Rachel will do a roll call for a vote.
Need a
Right,
motion.
move to
second.
approve.
We move to approve resolution 2025-13.
So moved.
Second,
I'll second.
Any discussion?
any discussion? Roll call.
James Ellis,
Yes.
Melissa Mills,
Yes.
Nate Manette,
Yes.
Clyde Rabidou,
Yes.
Nick Russell,
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Now we need a motion to approve resolution 2025-14.
I know that one.
Get it
Where's
on
that
the floor.
I move to put it on the floor.
We can.
I move to
I'll second.
move to put it on the
discussion.
floor.
Perfect. All right, any discussion?
Where is this depot?
It's on the back.
Tupper Lake.
Right, I know, but where in Tupper?
It's right behind Larkins.
Okay,
Near the rail trail?
It's like, so rail trails here, Larkins is
Yep.
here, and right behind that street, behind Larkins. That is,
kind of out of the way.
not for the rail trail.
Okay.
Paul, can you just give a quick, get everybody up to speed?
So this is a bridge loan for a rail trail grant that the person has received. They are pledging the grant proceeds to cover the bridge loan. All grant monies pass directly through us. So we are the gatekeeper of those funds. The loan will require that she sign an assignment of the grant proceeds to us. And so once the work is completed, which Rachel Karp thinks would be completed in about a month and a half to 2 months, we would apply for reimbursement, and the reimbursement comes to us. We'll satisfy the loan. Any remaining proceeds would be then distributed to the grantee.
This, but seems like a common practice where we're bridging state funds, grant funds. Is there is it just that she's in a hurry to open her business or get things started, or like how much is there a delay and that kind of thing? And this has hopefully been hashed out in loan committee or whatever.
It's really about the ability for some of these folks to be able to put the cash up front to do the project.
Right.
Because these are always reimbursement based. So that's,
Do we
Oh,
have like a guaranteed reimbursement? Is that, like, do we have,
New York State allows that?
Yeah.
They do, okay.
I think
she still has, there's an owner match requirement of 10%.
Okay,
So that's fulfilling the state's requirement as
Okay.
far as owner equity. So she has to put up, I don't remember how much it is, but she has to do, so she's got to do the whole project and wouldn't get all of it back because of her equity.
right,
All we're saying is you do the whole project, we're giving you money to do the bulk of it, but then when the money comes back in, we just keep it directly, since it goes through us anyway.
Jeremy. 30, what is it, 28 grand is not a lot. But we did the same thing with that guy in Vermontville. And he ran away with the money.
What was that?
Guy with the steel package building. Nason. Remember?
Oh, the straight out.
That wasn't a bridge, that was not a bridge loan.
It wasn't,
Straight out loan, yeah.
all right, and then, okay,
And his,
I stand corrected. It just
took him a
remember.
while, but it did get,
took him a long time,
yes.
2
but-
years.
Right, no, and we
And he-
worked with them.
You
and
used
kept
our
on.
money for 2 years before he finally built the damn thing. You just don't want that to happen again.
Yes, yeah. No, that's a,
right.
a
Sorry about
fair
that.
point, yep. In his, well, so in his
Things I
defense,
remember.
he had purchased the package, so,
Big deal. It took
It
him
did-
2 years to get, and
right,
it's still not done.
the.
Big bag of bolts.
Hey, Jeremy, it's still not done.
I know, the majority of
He's
the.
mentioned the money for it. I go by all the time.
He's That might be true, but he is making his payments and I work with him on a regular basis. I go visit him. I talk to him. I build a relationship with him. I try to see things ahead of time and work through issues before they become problems. He is not behind on his payments.
Paul, the only reason I mentioned that is we're expecting this applicant to do work with our money. And it wasn't a lot of money, so it's really not worth a payment schedule, but it's just something I think the board should think about before doling out hundreds of thousands of dollars, expecting them to build it right off the bat. Banks have draw
Draw schedules for
So I,
sure.
Yeah.
I would just like to lean on my friend Nick, the banker, and we develop a draw schedule next time. For anything
for
larger.
ones,
Draw
yeah.
schedule and
Yep.
just a,
Great idea.
an inspection
Yeah.
and something,
Yeah.
just to know that things are going on.
Right,
Because like
exactly.
your point is,
This
money-
guy,
the money's out the door and there could be absolutely nothing going on.
it was,
It takes away a lot of the risk for us with the
Yeah.
draw schedule.
yes, it does.
Yeah,
That's why-
absolutely. it
That's why
does.
banks do it.
And accountability is just healthy anyway.
It's always after the fact, so that like the cat's out of the bag, and like toothpaste is out of the tube, whatever
Yeah.
you wanna
Yeah,
say,
Back in.
but at least you have. At some point, somebody's laying eyes on something saying,
Yeah.
okay, stuff is progressing.
Right. Okay,
Okay, well, we would, we can certainly look, Paul and I will talk about it, talk to Rachel about ways we can do check-ins with this and really make sure that that's not something that happens in this case.
Forget that, we need to make that happen, that's good, I like that a lot.
all right, that one just stuck with me.
All right, any more
So we already
discussion?
have them.
Go ahead, look at it.
So like roll call, Rachel?
Big ones that-
Jim Ellis,
Yes.
Melissa Mills,
Yes.
Nate Manette,
Yes.
Clyde Rebedew,
Yes.
Nick Russell.
Yes.
Good. All right. Executive session,
No,
none needed, public
No.
comment,
Motion
None?
to adjourn.
motion to adjourn,
So move.
next meeting September 10th.
And our vice chair won't be there.
No, I won't be there, I'll be
What
golfing.
happens if the chair and vice chair?
Thanks,
aren't
Jim.
there?
Does she go to the tournament?
Those are